Hi there, I'm DeDe. In this 30-minute session, we'll do some seated, targeted movements, focusing on a certain body part or muscle group, followed by seated stretches addressing flexibility of the same body part or muscle group. This way, we'll cultivate greater body awareness as well as increase our mobility. Here's what you'll need: a sturdy armless chair with plenty of room around it. You can wear athletic shoes, or you can choose to skip the athletic shoes for this session. You'll also need some water for hydration. Always move at your own pace. If something doesn't feel right for you, you can skip it or come up with something else that seems similar but works better for you. I'll give you lots of options. So let's have a seat now. We're sitting away from the back of the chair, so we have to use our own postural muscles to keep us upright and straight. Our legs are in line with our hip joints, and so are our feet. Our ears are over our shoulders, and our shoulders are over our hips. Now let's press the palms together, and then we'll circle the fingers around in both directions, like we're drawing a circle on the ceiling, around and around. Four more. So we'll keep breathing throughout the whole session. Breathing really takes a big role in flexibility work. Now press to one side and just hold, and then up and over to the other side. Again, keep your shoulders relaxed. And switch. All right, now we flex and extend our wrists with the fingers apart. So we're getting some stretch through our wrists and our forearms, as well as our hands and even our fingers. Now make a light fist, circle around one direction and around in the other direction. I can feel lots of limbering happening in that area. Can you? All right, now take one hand and pull 4 fingers back on your other hand. Easy does it. We don't want anything too extreme here. And then switch. Everything in our body can become more flexible, even our hands. Now how about a little thumb stretch? Now this one you're going to be even more gentle, just a couple of fingers here. So all I'm doing is pulling my thumb back a little bit. And then we'll do the other side. So back, meaning away from your palm. Keep it gentle. All right, let's bring the arms down. We'll roll right shoulder and left shoulder. Pick the shoulder up and bring it back and down. Up, back, and down. Now keep the shoulder more relaxed and bring the elbow up, back, and down. And then start to extend your arm a little bit more, a little straighter. Now even bigger, bend the elbow a little bit more. like we're doing a leisurely backstroke in the pool. Now let's go back to the shoulder rolls, both shoulders, up, back, and down. Now shoulders down, elbows. Now, as little or as much bend in your elbows as you need for this. Four more. All right, now we hold. Take this arm across with the shoulder down. Pull the arm in using this other hand. Just hold, breathe, and feel the stretch in your right shoulder. Okay, let's release. Other side. Across. Shoulder down. It feels so good to stretch, and it's so good for us to maintain a functional range of motion in our joints, to keep our body comfortable to be in. Stretching is important. All right, then release the arms down. Now we take a deep breath in, come back here, and then exhale forward. See if you can sit up a little taller, and then relax. Do it again. Sit up a little taller. Now we'll go diagonal, high on the right, low on the left. And then reverse it. So our objective here is to open up the chest by drawing the arms past the line of our body. Can you feel that happening? Go past the line of your body. So if you were going to look at your arms, you'd have to look back a little bit. And then you can do that if you want. You can look at your high hand. See how that feels on your neck. Remember to keep more bend in your elbows if that's more comfortable for you. That's always okay. All right, now both arms low, way down here. And then forward and up, and again. Inhale. Exhale, elbows bent or straighter. Now we limbered that area, our shoulders and our chest. Now we'll hold on to the back of the chair and then we'll scoot forward, including scooting our feet forward. Now watch. Shoulder blades back, and then relax. Again, shoulder blades back, puff out your chest, and then relax. And relax. Now stay in that puffed out position and tip forward from your hip joints. So it's like you're trying to lengthen your arms because you're holding on to the chair and you're trying to lean forward. So the arms will feel a little bit of tension. This is the good kind of tension, the kind of tension that gives us more flexible shoulders and chest muscles. Keep breathing. Breathe into the part that's stretching into your chest. All right, release that. Scoot back a little bit. Now the feet are back to hip joint distance, hands on your legs. Take a deep breath in, and then hinge forward from your hip joints. Again, keep your back straight and long. Now we don't quite come all the way up, and we try to go a little further without rounding. Can you go a little further? Can you reach the crown of your head closer to me? Closer to the ceiling, and then closer to me. Now, can you do this without both hands on your lap? Can you do it without any hands on your lap? Maybe that doesn't work for you. See how it feels. Are you able to maintain the straightness of your spine, including your neck? One more. Now this time we hold on to our elbows. We tip all the way forward. Rest your forearms on your legs and hold. So what we just did are called hip hinges. And then we hip hinged right here into child's pose. Now take your hands on your legs and press yourself up. Now we widen the stance so the legs are toward the front corners of the seat of the chair. Inhale, hands on your legs. Exhale, hinge forward. Now this is different than when we had our legs more narrow. Now you should be feeling a little bit of stretch happening in your inner thighs. And because you have a little bit more room in front, you may be able to go a little further down. But we're maintaining our straight, neutral spine, right? You're not rounding, you're not drooping your head. Long and straight. Now we inhale up and we exhale and twist. Drop one shoulder and then switch. So we're working on our flexibility today, but every time we turn and we have an unusual relationship to gravity, like right here, then we're also working on some balance. So as you twist, feel the twist all the way down through your torso. Feel the stretch through the front of your shoulder. Now we hip hinge, twist, and hold. Stay here. Keep breathing in and out. Now on your next inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, twist and hold this way. And then we'll come back up to the center. Now your feet go a little bit wider. Let's turn to the side and we'll be in a lunge. So you're still holding on to the chair. We have both knees at 90 degrees. Now we rock the pelvis forward and back. Tucking the pelvis, releasing it back. Keep going. Now stop, back this foot up, your left foot. Further, push the heel back if you can. Now let's inhale, open the arm that's closest to me. And then we'll exhale and we'll twist. Take your hand to the outside of your bent knee and then do it again. Inhale, twist open. And exhale, twist. Again, turn your chest toward me, open, and then turn your chest away from me. This is the last one. Now let's just hold here. See if you can straighten this back knee a little bit more. If you can't, that's okay too. You don't ever want to force or insist that your body do something. Now let's release that. Switching sides now. Knees are at 90 degrees. Holding on to the chair as much as you need to. Sitting up straight and tall. And then we'll rock the pelvis. This way and that way. Two more. And then we stop and we back the back foot up a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. And then we try to push the heel back. And here goes the arm with a twist now. Inhale, turn your chest toward me. And then exhale, turn it away from me. Again. How does this feel for your body? We have a lot of our body parts involved in this. Arms, legs, torso. Even the head and the neck, the feet, the hands. And then we come back to the lunge and we see if we can get a little bit more length back here in our back leg. Take a few deep breaths in this upright posture. And then let's relax, turn back to the front, and then we'll sit away from the chair once again. We'll have our feet wide once again, in line with the corners of the seat of your chair, if you can get out that far. Now we'll take the arms out to the sides. Inhale, exhale, and then we'll switch. exhale. So by moving more slowly and paying attention to what we're creating, we get to have better connection, our body and our brain, better awareness of our body, which can help us in a lot of ways, including helping us with balance. A session like this is a great way to unwind after a tough day or a busy week. All right, now we inhale, and as we exhale, we're leaning over to the side. We're going to hold. Now I invite you to keep your hand here. Keep your abdomen long. If you can bring your forearm here and not collapse like this, that's important. Don't collapse, then you can have your forearm here. Otherwise, it's your hand. And then if you can bring your arm to a little bit straighter position and still be really comfortable in your shoulders, then you can try that. All right, and then we'll switch. Inhale back to the center, center yourself, and then exhale over and hold here. So again, we're going to keep this part long. See if you can bring your forearm, otherwise your hand is here. Feel the stretch in the right side. Try the arm position here if it seems like the right thing for you. Bring your breath into your right side as much as you can. All right, and then we'll come back up. Now let's bring the feet in closer. Holding on to the seat of the chair, shoulders back and down. Now we're going to tap the heel forward, right and then left. Right and left. Stretch the leg out as straight as you can. Make sure you're still sitting tall. Feel what's happening in your legs. The front and back of your legs have some stuff going on. Now tap your toe. Slide it out, slide it in, slide it out, slide it in. So we actually want a little bit of resistance with the foot or the shoe sliding on the floor. Okay, now we stop. We slide to the front edge of the chair, we move the feet forward, we flex the foot on the right leg, and then we lean forward, hands, or just like you had the option a few moments ago, forearm, and then maybe your hand can go further down. But your back is still long and straight, correct? Including your neck. If you need a little bend in your knee, that's always okay. Do you feel the stretch in the back of your leg? That's where you should feel it. Maybe you'll feel some contraction in the top of your foot. Now hands on your legs if they're not already there. Come up, switch, flex, tip forward. Find your just right arm positioning. And then work with your breathing. Each time you exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper into the stretch. And each time you inhale, try to lengthen your leg, your torso a little bit more. right, hands on the legs. Let's come up, scooting back once again in the chair. Holding on to the chair if you need to. Step out right and in. Step out left and in. Working in this plane of motion, moving our leg out to the side so we can target the sides of our hips, a little bit of our gluteals, the back of our hips. And stop. Now cross ankle over ankle or ankle over knee. Lift the crown of your head up toward the ceiling and then tip forward from your hips once again. If you're doing this variation that I'm doing, flex your foot on your crossed over side. You feel the powerful stretch in your right hip. Switch. Remember this option, ankle over ankle. No obligation to go up here, especially if it doesn't work for you. If it throws you back or your knee is way up here and your back is rounded, just do ankle over ankle. I feel so much more relaxed now than I did about 25 minutes ago. How about you? It's good for us to down-regulate and relax our body, our mind, our breathing, our nervous system. It's one of the keys to longevity is being able to mitigate stress, and that's one of the ways that we can do it. Doing gentle movement, doing stretching, doing deep breathing. All right, let's come up. Take both feet down. Separate your feet about shoulder width. Now we're holding on to the seat of our chair. So hold on firmly. And then we'll drop our ear to our shoulder to the left. And then free up your left hand. You can put it on your leg. And then we're leaning away from the right hand. We're holding on firmly. We're creating this traction in our right arm. And as we're leaning our ear toward our shoulder, that stretch is also coming up here into the side of our neck. Can you feel it? Make sure you don't let go. You gotta stay in your chair. And then let's come up. And we'll switch. Ear to shoulder, and then leaning away and creating that traction. Come back up now. Walk your feet back in. Roll your shoulders around. Now let's take our hands here on the sides of our hips. Make sure you're not going to bump into the back of your chair. Draw your elbows back until they disappear behind you. So try not to do it this way. See the difference here? See how I'm not really opening my chest? In fact, it's actually concave. So pull your shoulder blades back, ears over shoulders, and then pull your arms back. Big difference, important difference. All right, release your arms down. Roll your shoulders back and down one more time. So how do you feel? You feel more connected with your body now? Do you feel more calm and more relaxed? Do you feel a little bit more flexible and limber? I hope so. As usual, thanks for joining me. And until next time, be well.